National FFA Convention update. Hi, everyone. Jim Bartles coming your way via a video meeting, video broadcast interview that we're doing with two of Minnesota's state FFA officers. And it's great to have Ben Olander with us. Ben is president, Minnesota FFA, and also Elena, is it Knott?
It is, yep.
And Elena, what's your office with the FFA?
I am currently serving as the state treasurer this year.
All right, very good, state treasurer. All right, so you guys are both up where? Crookston, is that where we're connected to?
That is correct.
All right, and what are each of you going to school for? And Elena, we'll start with you.
I am majoring in agriculture education as well as agriculture communications with a minor in animal science. So I'm a little busy up here. But my intent is to become an agriculture teacher in Minnesota.
And Ben?
I'm majoring in ag business and agronomy with a minor in finance. So, and my hope is to go into a cooperative setting and be an agronomist and a financial advisor in the future.
Okay, and Ben, I'm going to ask you to lean a little closer to the computer as you talk. We'll get a little better signal that way. That's good. All right, so let's talk about the National FFA Convention, the virtual convention. This first time we've done this. Elena, maybe first with you, what kind of things have you been taking in? Because I know both of you have been spending time with the virtual convention. Share with us a little bit of what it's like and what the opportunities are through the virtual convention.
You know, we're in a super unique point in our world, as everybody knows. And we actually have so many opportunities this year with our national convention. Not only do thousands of members get to go to Indianapolis, which we all know and love, but this year, FFA gets to go to everybody's homes and can be on each individual's laptop, and that is super, super awesome. So I have been participating in some of those opportunities this year that Nationals has been offering. There's a lot of workshops for teachers and students. There's a Blue Room, which is it's an interactive room where all of our FFA members can come, and we also have supporters like John Deere and many others that put on interactive displays for our members to interact with. And they're heavily based in science and how we're going to make a more sustainable agriculture for our future. And then along with that, we have our sessions.
I was reading about the Blue Room. They talked about an opportunity for members to see how sustainability and innovation from the world's brightest minds are solving critical challenges in agriculture. So lots of different things there. Ben, how about you? What have you been taking in with the virtual convention?
Yeah, so Elena kind of touched on a lot of the stuff that we've been able to do. And it's a little bit different this year. Last year, I've only had the opportunity to go to National Convention one time. And in that experience, National Convention and Expo, I was able to take in a lot of different things through those booths at the Expo, like different college opportunities and different opportunities such as John Deere to go meet their John Deere 8RX, which are some cool opportunities. So those are some things that we're not able to do. But like Elena mentioned, we're able to take in some of those neat experiences in our own homes. And I'm able to take it in my dorm room here at Crookston and take in some of those opportunities through workshops, through different leaders in the agriculture industry, different corporations that are able to put stuff on. And then also attend some of those general sessions where we're able to learn a little bit from the national officers through their retiring addresses and so much more. And then we're also able to see some of the highlights from students across the nation and some of the crazy things that they've been able to do and the very cool opportunities that they've been able to have. A cool opportunity here in Minnesota is that we actually had a national winner, and that is Paige Stuber. And she is a highlight here in Minnesota for her winning one of those national contests. So there's been a lot to be able to take in just in these short 2 days. And we're excited to kind of finish out this national convention on a high note.
You know, I'm getting a press release every day from the state communications department at Indianapolis. And they said it looks like in session one, so this will be the first day, and we're recording this at the end or part of session two, or the second day rather. They said in session one, they had 83,673 viewers and participants, over 83,000. Of course, on a regular FFA convention, we have a little over 70,000 people at Indianapolis. So just comparing a little bit, but something certainly really new. Tell you what, we're going to take a short time out, take a pause for the cause. But when we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more about the Minnesota FFA Association, what the officers have been doing, and a little bit more about Elena and Ben Olander. Elena, again, Knott from Thief River Falls, and Ben Olander from Staples Motley area and their FFA chapter. Stay with us. We're back right after this. And we're back with our National FFA Convention interview with Ben Olander and Elena Knott from Thief River Falls, Ben from Staples Motley. I had to put a mention in. Ben's dad actually taught FFA where I am headquartered out of, down in New Ulm, and my daughter was one of his students. And in her early part of being an FFA, and my daughter Abby eventually went on to get her American degree and has always spoken highly of Mr. O, as they called him. It was just, and that's how it was. All right, let's talk about the Minnesota FFA. You guys got in, and holy smoke, the world turned upside down. You were elected to your post during a convention that didn't happen. First, it was going to be in April of this year, got moved to June. University of Minnesota said, we're not going to have anything coming in onto campus, but the election happened. What have you been doing? What's it been like for you now as you've moved on the last few months? What kind of things you've been doing as an officer team? And Ben, I'll let you lead this.
Sounds good. So we've actually taken this year and we've kind of split it up into quarters. So when we first got together originally in June for our first state officer base camp, we kind of looked at the year and said, how are we going to manage some of the different things and different regulations as they come out? And we decided we're going to take this thing one step at a time, or one quarter at a time. And we've kind of taken activities that we've had in our own chapters, some different ideas from members across the state, and put those into actions. Some of those things include like a Tuesday tip where we take a 1 to 5 minute video and an educational video and publish that onto our Instagram and Facebook. And we've also been able to put on a virtual state fair experience to kind of replace that state fair experience in a virtual manner. And so those are some of our Q1 goals. We've been working on Q2 goals here, and those will soon be rolling out. And we're very excited to be able to see what we can do with those. But that's kind of what we've been able to do in the virtual setting as we kind of progress in these regulations and restrictions as COVID-19 is still present in our everyday lives.
Elena, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you share with me the rest of the officer team for Minnesota FFA?
Absolutely. So we have Benjamin Olander, president. We have Emily Sianarum, and she is vice president. She's from Mountain Lake, Minnesota. And then we have our secretary, Noah Rickert, and he's from Springfield, Minnesota. And then we have myself, and then we have Anna Early. She is our reporter, and she's from Litchfield. And then last we have Lainey Sweers, and she's serving as a sentinel, and she's from Mahnomen FFA.
All right, and finally, with the two of you and your lives outside of being in school up at Crookston, what else you got going on here in the next couple of years? Got some jobs over the summer lined up? What are your immediate plans in the next short time, and along with the FFA involvement?
You go for it.
Okay, sounds good. So this next summer, I'll hopefully be looking for a internship and around home, so I can live at home. And then I'll come back to school here and finish out my bachelor's degree. And hopefully I'll be going straight into a teaching job somewhere in southern Minnesota. And while I'm also teaching, I'm hoping to get my master's degree in teaching and then come back up to northern Minnesota. So that is my 10-year plan.
Very good. Ben, what about you?
I plan to, in the coming summer, go into a national program to be into internships that go through different companies like Bayer, John Deere, looking into some of those on their company website. I'm actually attending a conference here in the coming month that'll kind of prepare me for some of those internships that will be coming out. And through FFA, I've also had opportunities to meet different partners and sponsors and coordinate some different internship opportunities. So I'm looking to intern all 3 summers that I'm here. And then after graduating with my bachelor's degree, like I mentioned, I want to go into a cooperative setting. And whatever that looks like, I would like to enter into the Midwest somewhere. and help agriculturists at the root of agriculture on their everyday farms, be out on the farm helping those agriculturists, because that's where agriculture starts and it grows from there. So getting it at the root and growing that tree is what I kind of like to refer to that.
So state FFA convention usually in late April, and we're crossing our fingers. What are your thoughts? We're going to have a state convention at the University of Minnesota?
We are hoping our best. Right now, we do not have any plans. We have been kind of looking at different options, and one of those options is going hybrid. And I think as we move forward in some of our schooling and different opportunities in life, a lot of our different experiences are going to be in a hybrid setting. So not everybody has to attend that in a live event. So that's what we're hoping as of now, that we can put it into a hybrid setting. But we're going to take, like I said, this thing one step at a time, one quarter at a time, and go from there and see what our options are when we get closer to that event. But as of now, we can start planning some of the different sessions that we'll be putting on, as the material and structure of those will remain the same.
Ben Olander, Elena Knott, two of our officers for state of Minnesota and FFA, in our very first recording of a video meeting and trying to work that out. Of course, we were scrambling for a while, but we got her onto Zoom and there we go. Ben and Elena, thanks so much. I appreciate your being with us here on our broadcast. It's going to be throughout the Inkstead Minnesota Radio Network. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.